Pope from the Investing News Network, live at PDAC 2018. Joining me here today is Paul Westsells, President and CEO of Western Copper and Gold. Their ticker symbol on the TSX is WRN. Paul, in 30 seconds, can you please give me a breakdown of your company and its value propositions to investors?
Sure. Western Copper and Gold has one asset, which is the large Casino deposit located up in the Yukon. The Casino deposit contains 18 million ounces of gold, 10 billion pounds of copper. This is a large, important copper-gold project that we've been developing for about 10 years. And, we finished drilling it out. We did a full bankable feasibility study, and right now we're about halfway through permitting. And this project is a great project. It's probably one of the most economic, undeveloped copper projects in the world right now. We're looking at a project that at today's spot prices has an IRR well over 20% and a net present value over $2 billion.
And what are you currently working on?
So right now, as I said, we're about halfway through permitting. So, permitting in the Yukon for a project of this size is going to take about 6 years. So we've got about 3 years left to get it permitted. But really why it's an exciting story right now is what's happening in the copper market. And, we sort of have come out of the bottom of the copper cycle, and we're sort of entering into the uptick on the copper cycle. And really, we've seen this, I've personally seen this over the past sort of 3 or 4 months. Interest in copper stories such as ourselves, interest from the majors has just gone from basically being non-existent to being, quite substantial. So it's an exciting time in the copper space, and it's an exciting time for Western Copper and Gold investors.
And would you like to elaborate on what's going on in the copper market today that investors should be on the lookout for?
Yeah, you've seen, copper sort of went up from $2 to $2.50 and then very, very quickly up to $3 and sort of has been staying there. And why has the price of copper gone up to that level? And the reason why is fairly simple. It's a supply-demand balance, and on the supply side, there just haven't been any new mines built in the last little while. And the last mine to come on is Cobre Panama, but behind that, there's really nothing in the pipeline. So, and when you look at the projects that are available to, get permitted and get ramped up quickly, we're one of the few ones. We're 3 years away from being fully permitted and being shovel ready. And
what makes your company unique?
I think what's unique about Western is that it's a large copper project, economic copper project in a really good jurisdiction in the Yukon and Canada. You don't have to take any risk. With projects that are in Africa or in other countries that are sort of have less stable governments. Very stable government, very good project, very good economics, fairly simple.
And are there any upcoming catalysts that investors should be paying close attention to?
The big catalysts are going to be around the copper market itself. As you start to see M&A pick up in the copper market, and it hasn't started yet. I can tell you that I'm fielding lots of calls, but you haven't seen anything happen yet. It has to happen. It's going to start to happen. And when that happens, you're going to see Western's share price go up significantly. And then the other thing is there's a couple sort of key permitting milestones that we're going to hit this year, which will also sort of help move the share price up.
Well, we'll be on the lookout for that. Thank you for joining us today, Paul.
All right, thank you very much.
This is Amara Pope from the Investing News Network, your trusted source for investing success, live at PDAC 2018.